Hello, my true crime lovelies. How are you? I hope you are as lovely in life as you are in my mind. Ooh, as you are in my mind. And if you're not, I hope you're on your way to being that lovely. Oh, we're going to catch up on Donna. I did watch today. I was in Emily D. Baker's live. I didn't chat because I was trying to edit some videos, but I have thoughts, but I'll put them in another video. I did put out a video. Well, I took it from another video. I just recut it so you could see Kelsey Guy in the Nancy Brophy trial, and then the detectives, the private investigators, hotmess.com. But that's not why we're here. We've got body camera footage of Donna. This is Donna going from Wakulla back to Leon County, which she did, 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, right before the trial started. And this time, obviously, she knew where she was going, so we didn't have that awkwardness. But I will say, she seems chattier with these folks. Now this is our third time getting body cam of her, right? We got the one from Miami to Tallahassee, which was very popular this weekend, along with Charlie's body cam. So thank you all for tuning in. Then we have when she was going from Leon to Wakulla, she didn't know where she was going. Now we have her coming back from Wakulla to Leon. She seems more chipper. I don't know. You guys let me know what your thoughts on her. It's a short video, and then I'm going to throw in I've got her. So she went back into protective custody. So I have her log for that. I have her commissary incoming, and then I have her call log. The call log. She called 2 people. Put in the comments if you can guess who those 2 people. There's lots of calls, but it's only to 2 of her folk. So, all right, without further ado, let me run the intro to thank the members. If you recently joined, thank you for doing that. There's lots of members only content, and you get a sneak peek at all the body cam footage and all the other edited things that I haven't reacted yet to, so you can just see it, without my commentary if you like that sort of thing. All right, here we go. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alrighty, here we go. So it's black because the beginning of the video, like the visual part is redacted, so it's just audio. It's just really quick, and then we'll get into seeing Miss Donna Sue. All right, without further ado, let me check the volume. Okay. Uh-oh, what just happened?
Thank you so much. How about now? How's your ankle doing? Better? Okay. You can walk a little further. So you can walk a little further now? I'm doing better than I was. It's definitely, like, I can do this and then navigate that. But, work classes to that really, that's I'm getting on side with what the rain working at, but not the whole way I can.
So she's talking about her ankle. Someone is.
This is so good. Yeah. But I don't think that they let you keep your shoes in the I'm gonna stick this back here in your property, all your property's right back here. You stick it in your bag for your chips.
She's got a lot of stuff.
If it's too cold in there, just let me know. Just take your time getting in. Yeah. I'll help you. Is that? It's so much easier for me to walk. Yeah, just be careful that step is wet. Okay.
So you guys were right on the last video where you were saying she had her Hokas on. It looked like different shoes to me. I don't remember them being this colorful, but apparently something happened to her ankle, and she's going on about how the shoes are so much better for her, I'm sure, than those slides in jail. But you know what, Donna? Don't do crimes.
It has been raining out there, so please put that on. Well, you know, typical Florida weather this time of year. I'm not sure. Almost. Yes. Oh, all right, let me just, if you need the air adjuster, let me know if you need it to be cooler or hotter or whatever. That's okay. They're right in the back. Right there, you saw me open up, give your check. All of them are right there.
There's another part of the video they sent me. I didn't add it in. It's always a hodgepodge when you request like body cam footage, car footage, because you don't know what you're going to get. And it's literally the other side of that box that with just her backpack there and nothing else. So I didn't edit it in. But she's like, imagine a metal, well, I guess they all be metal, a metal telephone box. Like for you young people, we used to have payphones and they were in a box. It's like that, but obviously you can't see through it and it's got the holes in it. On the other side, there's a whole other like walkway with a bench. So it's different. Maybe because it's a shorter ride. But remember on the way to Wakala, she sat in like a nice, whatever, sheriff's SUV. This one doesn't look so fun. Not that it's meant to be fun. Don't do crimes.
Somebody to get a card out here so we can get all your stuff. Yeah. I called them, so we'll see. We'll get it. Wait for the card or they'll come. I'll come back out and get it. We got it. Take your time. Yeah. Okay. You good? Yeah. I'll let him help me see it. Have anybody in there really need to come help me get some of your stuff. What's that? Oh yeah. This is they should have double bagged them for you. Oh, good job. Told you. It is humid up here, bad. Yeah. Are you good waiting to see if you'll help us get some of this, or do we need to go ahead and enjoy the fresh air?
She's saying it's humid, but it's fresh air. Uh-oh, did I unmute myself? The dogs are going crazy. It's humid, but it's fresh air. Girl, I would need to come out of that sweatshirt, though, out of that zip-up hoodie. But I guess when she's saying fresh air, they don't get it a lot. And this time she didn't get a view. But, yeah, I don't know.
Get sunlight. Hey, Dream, come help me for a minute. Can you help me take some of her stuff in if you're going? I asked for cards. I don't know if they were able to come in the room. I know.
Those are evidence bags. If you remember from our last video, we had that where they had to get a cart to roll it in. And then the video before that on her whatever, she wrote a note asking for her bags to be brought to her, and then we'll color like inmate notes.
We'll have to come back. Yeah, we'll come back out this take a swirl.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, just take those two and we'll come back to the rest of them. That one right there might be the next lightest one, but the bags aren't all that, so this looks yeah. Yeah, I shut it, lock it up. We'll come back here.
Those low cuts you got on?
No, they're boots. They probably don't come up about as far as those. They're comfy.
These are the mid.
These are on clouds though.
They keep aggravating me.
You gotta put your britches. You got some high waters on, man.
And they so hard.
Well, these aren't that high. They're not as high as those, but
So whenever it's time,
you gotta get your pants longer.
my shins hurt.
You think, look, Donna's amused. Is she used to these accents yet? Wait, the next time we see Donna, well, when will we see her? I guess maybe if she gets an appeal, will she be talking with that twang? She's tickled, though.
You got high waters on, man.
I need to get away.
Short people don't have that problem. I'll take that back out there and get the rest of it. It's pretty heavy, some of her legal stuff. Alright, I'll be right back. She's got to go to the sheet too. Sir, playing to me and answering my phone calls today.
You didn't call this number.
Call you when I have for you. I call when I have for you. I talked to you earlier on it.
Big guns. Can you guys see that? Am I covering it? Oh, I'm kind of covering it over here. Let me move myself. The windows they have are so tiny. That's a building there, and those slots are windows. Isn't that crazy? Like here, that's all the sunlight they get. And when she's in protective custody, she's allowed out 1 hour a day. But when we get into her log, you'll see. It's, oof, what a difference from being like right on Miami Beach to Leon County Jail.
No, you wouldn't answer for me, so don't answer it.
So that was that. Ooh. That was that. So crazy, right? So they were doing the other search for her. So it's interesting they let us inside the opening of Leon, but on the Wakala video, they redacted all of that. Whatever, to each his own. We're not breaking in or out, so we don't really care. But yeah, they were doing a search over there where you have to take your shoes off and take your... We heard it on the last one, but we didn't get to see it. All right, let's get into what else have we got to see. So she's coming back. So, of course, she gets a new mugshot. A lot of you guys have seen this. For those of you who haven't, here she is. Mrs. Adelson. There we go. There's her booking photo. The song that I played for their first song on the ride was like A Good Hair Day, which it just amuses me. I don't know why she cannot brush the back of this hair, or maybe it's the humidity. I know the nape of my neck, when it's humid, my hair will like have its own thing going on back there. She does have a nice full head of hair, though. I'll give that to her. So commissary, this time, again, it depends on who you get, I think, when you put these in. But they transferred, she has a booking fee like we saw with Charlie, and then she had an intake credit of $16.19, which is what they transferred over, like what we saw from when she went to Wakulla. They send a check. So she's got that, and then the $270, they charge them for the 3 meals a day. They charge them $270 because Florida is pay to stay, which I'm here for. And then somewhere in here, no, maybe not. Maybe that was only on Charlie's where Harvey made a deposit. So she's, yeah. I'm sure these are the first few days that she's there. They ran this for me on the 22nd. So I'm sure Harvey has topped her off by now. All right, let's go into her event log. And because she was here before, they just ran the report all together. So you can see the 6/6 where she was released. And then the bam, 8/14 when she came back. So the picture taken, we just saw that on 8/14. Move, change location. Inmate moved to female booking 2.01.01 4:26 p.m. Wait, I just lost my place. Booked into jail, female booking. Okay. So probably shortly after we saw her on that video. And then inmate booked by the booking officer. Defendant not at risk for PREA. So that is for grape. Some are more at risk than others, and they have that whole, we've seen that, where they have to sign it. You have to assess what their risk level is. So they're saying she's not. Subject placed on protective custody per admin and current charges. Inmate moved in pod A 4301. And new incoming inmate from booking. So here it clarifies category, move, change location. And then at 5:37, little Miss Donna was involved in an incident. Upon inmate Adelson entering pod A, Sergeant K. Ross 128 attempted to assist inmate Adelson with making a phone call to her attorney. Due to inmate Adelson not being in the system at that time, she was unable to speak to her attorney. Sergeant K. Ross advised this deputy that he will assist with this issue at a later time. So that was 5:37. Okay, so not really an incident. An inconvenience. Sergeant, this is 814-604. Sergeant K.R. Ross contacted me via telephone, wanting me to ask inmate Adelson, did she need all of her legal paperwork, or was there specific information that she was needing? She advised me that she needed all of it. So all those brown paper bags we just saw. But there was a specific that she needed. I then informed Sergeant Ross of this information. I don't know what that means. Either there's a typo and she didn't need all of it, there's something specific, or she needed all of it, but something specific straight away. Okay. 814-608. While supervising in pod A, inmate Adelson contacted me via two-way monitor, asking if she could have a pillow. I advised her there wasn't available pillow in the pod, and would see if one could be located for her. Yikes. And we know she has back problems. So 6:12, she contacts him again via telephone this time, wanting me to advise. Oh no, the sergeant did, okay, via telephone, wanted me to advise inmate Adelson that her tablet should be in her possession and activated. So remember, didn't they tell us she left because she couldn't have the tablet anymore in protective custody? I don't know what happened there. Was that the truth? Was that just some... The truth ain't in them. If you watch today's testimony, listen. Okay. So 8:14 at 6:12 p.m. Incident in Pod A. Callback for Trey sent via email to kitchen security for inmate Adelson. So I think she missed her meal and they're asking for it to come back. 6:13 p.m. while supervising in Pod A, Captain A. Blaylock, 15, called via telephone inquiring if inmate Adelson was asked and or stated that she had her tablet. Inmate Adelson is in possession of her tablet. 8:14 at 6:19, so we got 6:12, 6:13, 6:19, 6:22, 6:58. But 6:19 while supervising in Pod A, Deputy L. Cheshire, like Cheshire Cat, contacted me via telephone and informed me that the money from inmate Adelson's Securus Wakulla County will be transferred to Securus Leon County. So Securus is the telephone and tablet, the communication system. So whatever money she had on that tablet, they're moving it over to this tablet and to her phone account. Similar, it happened when she went the other way. So then the 6:58, inmate Adelson contacted me via two-way monitor asking for her evening meal tray. I advised her that I had to do a callback for her because there wasn't a tray on the cart for her. So well, that's good. They were proactive before Donna figured it out. They had already asked. So 8:14, 7:35, callback dinner tray enters Pod A for inmate Adelson. So 8:14, 8:12 p.m., it says she was here. 3, added to career criminal list. At 7:12 p.m., I received a call from, as Google, an attorney, Jackie Alford, who informed me that she had been contacted by Donna Adelson's husband. Harvey stated that he had received a call from Donna Adelson, during which she claimed that the LCDF, Leon County Detention Facility, booking staff were reading her legal mail and refusing to provide it to her. Well, if they have to find something specific, Donna, they're going to have to read some of it to get you the specific document, ma'am, right? I mean, are they going to use it against you? Okay. Following this, I spoke with Sergeant Ross, the booking and releasing sergeant on duty. Sergeant Ross confirmed that Adelson's legal mail was currently in property. Due to the volume of legal documents involved, the mail is scheduled to be delivered to her later tonight after the documents have been copied. AB. So 8:51 p.m. At 7:12, I received a call from attorney Jackie Fulford, who informed me that she had been contacted by Donna Adelson's husband. He stated he had received a call from Donna Adelson, during which she claimed the booking staff were reading her legal mail. Okay, I don't know why that's in there twice. Then we have 9:41. Inmate Adelson contacted me via two-way monitor asking if she could have some toothpaste. Oh, that's nice, I think. Okay. If she could have some toothpaste. After I completed my visual, I went to inmate Adelson's cell to give her toothpaste, and she stated, "Thank you." I replied, "You're welcome." Then at 11:05, she is busy. She just got there. Ma'am, just lay down and go to sleep. Captain A. Blaylock enters Pod A with inmate Adelson at 11:05. Do tell. Maybe she had to go get meds. Oh God, 11:30. We're still on 8:14. At approximately 2200 hours, I conducted a routine check on inmate Adelson in APOD. I informed her that we were in the process of retrieving her legal mail and would be getting it to her that evening. Adelson stated that she only needed one specific set of documents for her court date tomorrow and could wait to receive the remaining items at a later time. You see what I mean? How are they going to get her specific items if they don't read it? Did she like put it in an envelope? I mean, she is a domestic coordinator. She could have put it in an envelope and put like 815 docs, but otherwise they got to read it, ma'am. Deputy Griffin and I retrieved her legal mail and transported it to Unit 1 to make copies of the requested documents. We then returned to APOD and escorted Adelson to Unit 1, where she identified the documents she needed. Oh, she did it herself. Deputy Griffin made the necessary copies and provided them to Adelson. Following this, Deputy Griffin and I escorted Adelson back to APOD without incident. Okay. PREA training completed on 8/15 and the inmate questions answered. Okay. At 8:49 on the 15th. Sorry, 11:31 on the 15th. Defendant interviewed by Classification Officer L. Parks. Defendant was housed on protective custody per administration. Defendant attitude and appearance appears to be okay at this time. After interview, defendant remained on protective custody status. Defendant completed the brief jail standard mental health screening and received a copy of the PREA video script. 2:30 p.m., inmate was offered and accepted her lunch tray. 5:24 p.m., classification information. Contact was made with defendant Adelson for her to receive her hygiene kit. 5:26, be advised, defendant Adelson was given the opportunity to shower per Chief Sheffield. It looks like Chiaf. Chef with an I. Anyway, wait. 5:51, while starting meal pass, inmate Adelson was the first to receive her tray and she sat back down and ate her food. 7:02, while making rounds in Pod A, Adelson appeared to be fine. She was sitting on her bunk, utilizing her agency-issued tablet. Eye contact was made between Adelson and I. No discrepancies appeared to be occurring. 7:15, visual conducted on Adelson. She's seated on her bed, talking on her tablet. Everything appears to be okay. 7:46, visual conducted on Adelson. She's laying on her bed, talking on her tablet. Everything appears to be okay. So we have that. So 8:04, 8:14, 8:40, 9:06, 9:26. We're all the same. 9:33, inmate Adelson got up and slid her tablet under her door, laid down under the cover. As soon as I seen her slide her tablet, I collected it off of the ground to have it charged tonight. 9:50, visual conducted on Adelson. She's laying under her cover. Everything appears okay. 10:32, asked inmate Adelson if she would like her meds. She replied, yes. I handed over the meds that were provided by the nurse, and she took them with extra water. Also gave the nurse a sick call. So she wrote down something and it's a note that's going to go to the nurse. Remember when she was like, I had to write a nurse's call to get a Band-Aid and they gave me a maxi pad. Don't do crimes. Visual conducted on Adelson. She's laying under her cover. Everything appears okay. Visual late due to med pass. And then it's this exact same thing at 11:48, which might be a typo because would they be passing meds again? And yeah, I think they're just hitting repeat, because it's like 4 times it says that. Okay. So these are all visuals that she's getting. This is what my mom hates being in the hospital. She's like, the nurses never let you sleep. They're always checking on you. This is what these checks are giving. 12:34, 12:50, 102, 119, 216. I mean, if you're a light sleeper, it's a wrap. 226, 241. Here, 4:28 a.m. while starting meal pass. That's right, y'all. Breakfast, 4:28 a.m. Adelson was the first to receive her tray, and she sat back down and ate her food. Visual conducted on inmate Adelson. She appears to be resting on bunk cell 43. That was at 6:36. Then you have all these confinement logs. Physical appearance okay, attitude okay, awake. While conducting visual, this is 7:13. I observed her awake on the tablet. So 7:35 a.m. while issuing inmate Adelson tissue, she stated a sergeant was supposed to bring her commissary and pillow last night and stated she did not receive it. She is requesting to get her commissary that she have and a pillow. I notified Sergeant Jackson of this information. So I don't know if that's a new commissary order or if maybe, I feel like I heard chips mentioned when they were getting out of the van. Maybe she had a commissary in one of those bags too. Who knows? Okay, so we've got a bunch of observations. She's awake and on her tablet. Awake. 9:54, inmate stated she is allergic to peanut butter and requesting a different tray. I email kitchen advising them of the situation. Okay. 10:48, she accepted her meds. Then she's awake and on the tablet. 12:16 on August 16th, inmate Adelson hit via intercom stating, "Where is her lunch tray? It has been 2 hours." I advised her that I emailed kitchen for her lunch tray. I called Sergeant Ross to inform her of this information. She stated that she called kitchen and kitchen is busy but en route to Unit 1 with all callbacks. At 12:50, inmate Adelson received her lunch tray. And then we've got some observations. Oh, here comes a pillow, though. Lieutenant Blanton entered to issue inmate Adelson Donna a pillow. And then it looks like a repeat here. We've got some visuals. Then it says here she was given a new pillow. Does that mean the one Blanton brought was not new? Or this is new to her? While conducting a visual, I observed inmate Adelson resting on bunk. Then she's resting on bunk on tablet. 8:16 at 4:45 p.m. Donna Adelson was escorted to booking where she was allowed to review her legal work in the presence of Sergeant Ross and myself. Once she reviewed it, she chose exactly what documents she wants copies of. Once the requested copies were made, all of her original legal mail was placed back into her property, and she was then given her requested copies and escorted back to her assigned unit. 5:46, inmate Adelson got up and retrieved her tray. I asked for her trash and said, "Thank you." She received her tray and replied, "Thank you." So then we have a visual of her on the bed, another visual. Then we've got at 7:28, Deputy Davis gave inmate Adelson her meds provided by the nurse. Everything appears to be okay. Visual conducted on Adelson. She's laying on her bed with the cover on her head, on her tablet. Everything appears to be okay. So maybe she's making a phone call. Remember that the same hearing where she was like, "It's so noisy. I have to put the blanket over my head to hear." Don't they have earbuds though? Anyway, so visual conducted. She still got the cover on her head. At 9:20, inmate Adelson got up from her bunk and slid her tablet under the door and laid back down on her bed. I collected the tablet off the ground so it could be charged tonight. So she's under her blanket, sleeping at 9:40. Sleeping. At 11:11, she's awake. But then at 11:19, she's asleep. And again, at 11:34, 11:49, she continues to sleep. 12:45 a.m., inmate Adelson is under her blanket sleeping. Everything appears to be okay. Visual conducted manually due to discrepancies with garden. And then that's repeated several times. I don't know what that means with the garden. But we get that all until the next morning. 4:41, inmate Adelson got up and received her tray. I asked her if she had any trash. She handed me her trash. I said thank you. I handed her her new tray, and she replied, thank you. Although her voice is so low, she's always in that conspiratorial whisper. Thank you. All right, while conducting a visual, she's laying on the bunk. 6:06. I observe inmate Adelson sitting up on her bunk, awake with green folder and pencil in her hand. So I wonder how long before she asked to have her chair back. Remember, before she left, medical gave her a chair so she wouldn't have to sit unbraced on the bunk. I don't know what my dogs are doing. I think the neighbor across the hall is coming back from walking her dog. Adelson sitting on her bunk eating and on her tablet at 7:53. While conducting a visual, I observed inmate Adelson on her bunk with notebook open writing. Were you writing any scripts for anyone, Donna? While conducting a visual, I observed inmate Adelson sitting on her bunk awake with a notebook on her lap and pencil in her hand. So then she's got her tablet at 9:28. Then 9:55, inmate Adelson accepted her meds provided by Nurse Linda. Then she's gotten her lunch tray at 10:16 a.m. Wow. I might be eating breakfast at 10:16 a.m. every day. A visual's been conducted on inmate Adelson. She appears to be sitting on bunk eating. And then we have same thing. She's sitting, she's awake and sitting on bunk. She's laying down at 1:07 p.m. She's on her bunk on her tablet at 1:41. So she's in protective custody for her safety. Does everybody have to have this amount of checks, or do they think like she might be on the unalive crew? Because I was thinking for her safety from like being harassed like she was last time. Anyway, so she's sitting on her bunk on the tablet. Inmate Adelson was issued toilet paper and toothpaste at 4:35. Let's see if we've got anything different. This one, there were cell searches, so they were late checking on Donna. 8:34, visual conducted. Inmate Adelson was up, brushing her teeth. Everything appears okay. Visual late due to med pass. She's laying down with her tablet. So these seem pretty ordinary. Before she left, she was a hotmess.com. Seems like she's back, maybe because she's focused on the trial. But these all appear to be uneventful. She's laying down. Under the cover, this 4:09, during meal pass, inmate Adelson woke up and received her tray and gave me her trash. Adelson was the first to receive her tray. Uh-oh. Please hold. Okay, where were we? First to receive her tray. Then we've got inmate is out. This is 8:10 a.m., her confinement log. Inmate is out for her hourly time. She received a toothbrush and all-in-one shampoo. Inmate also discussed medical, placing her on a cardiac diet, stating the apple, carrots, and peas are keeping her on the toilet, and she wishes to be removed from this diet. Oh, God. Imagine having to have that conversation with just like a random person in a uniform. Okay, inmate Adelson, 8:35 a.m., came to the officer station advising this officer that she'd been using the bathroom more than she's supposed to due to her diet being changed and wants to be seen before she goes to court today. I contacted medical at 8:34, and medical advised that she will have to put in a sick call. So you will not be seen before court. What can they do to you? Yeah, can't she just write a note to medical, like change my diet or refuse the food when it comes? Don't you have commissary? I know Harvey is keeping you, well fed. So 8:59, Adelson is out for her time and watching TV. Adelson went back in cell at 9:19. Adelson received her meds at 9:41. Officer Doggett enters to take Adelson to medical. Oh, okay. 10:14. Must be afternoon court. Inmate moved to Leon County Courthouse on 8:18 at 2:03. Mass movement by Kellysh. Okay, so they all went over. 2:11 had shower and exercise. I don't believe that. If she's at the Leon County Courthouse at 2:03, how's she having a shower and exercise at 2:11? It doesn't have a created by either. Maybe they just threw it in there. Maybe it happened earlier. Inmate moved in pod on 8:18 at 5 p.m. mass movement. So all coming back from court. That evening, she's observed awake on the tablet. 8:33 p.m. while at the officer station, inmate Adelson, Donna, SPN number 2744451, advised me through the telecom that she had a food tray that needed to be thrown out due to it having bugs flying around it. I advised inmate Adelson that I will retrieve the tray and have it thrown out. Tray was retrieved from inmate Adelson's cell. This is for information purposes only. So she's awake. She received her meds. She was observed taking her meds. Breakfast tray. 5:48 a.m. More meds. Enters pods with med nurse to give Adelson her meds. Inmate moved to Leon County Courthouse on 8:19. Inmate moved in pod on 8:19. Mass movement. Okay. Inmate Adelson received dinner tray once returning from outside court at 7:14. Inmate Adelson was observed awake. Then she asked for a bar of soap. She was given 2 bars of soap from this officer. Inmate Adelson was observed awake on the tablet. So she's getting this 3-in-1. Maybe she's not getting conditioner, so I'll lay off of her frizz in the back. But couldn't you use like lotion or something else for conditioner? Do they give them mousse or does that have alcohol? Like she just needs something. Like you're going to court. You're fighting for your life. Get your hair situation together, man. Inmate Adelson slid her tablet. Okay, so that's to be recharged. We got that. Med nurse came. She's resting on bunk, talking, walking around cell. She appears to be asleep at 11:53. That's it. Went through 8:19. They sent this to me on 8:22. So that's Mama Donna and what she's been up to. And then if you guessed Harvey and Jackie were her 2 called people, you are right. This one, let me show you the top really quick because each jail is a little bit different. So duration is in seconds. So I just divided by 60 to get to minutes. And then here's the folks that she's calling, how it was terminated. Either the called party hung up or the caller hung up. So called party would be Harvey or Jackie. Obviously, Donna is the caller. And then call duration limit exceeded. This one, so there's no seconds talk, but it says manually entered block, incomplete call. So I don't know if that's like Donna or Harvey accidentally hit the wrong button and block the call. She calls at, it's 5:35, but then she doesn't call again until 7:01, but she talks to Harvey for 15 minutes there. She talks to Jackie on the 14th for 7 minutes, 8 seconds. And then Jackie hangs up. That one is a free call. Then we've got a debit to Harvey, 18 minutes and 4 seconds. Called at 7:30 p.m. Then she calls Jackie at 9 p.m. at night for 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Then she calls back Harvey, also on the 14th at 9:14, and talks for 28 minutes. Whew. And then They get off at 9:42. She calls him back at 9:47. They talk for another 19 minutes and 5 seconds. So they end at 10:06. And Harvey hangs up. I just imagine them. Did you guys see, what was it, during jury voir dire, where she was like making googly eyes at Harvey, which was kind of cute and also kind of gross because, they're murderers. But I imagine them on the phone like, okay, you hang up. No, you hang up first. You hang up. Oh, you hang up first. No, nobody else. Okay. So 7 minutes, 7 seconds for Harvey. Also on the 14th. And the 14th is the day that she got there. So she was like, I guess they figured out her phone situation right quick. Then we go to the 15th, 12:23. She talks to Harvey for 16 minutes and then she hangs up. 5 minutes, 9 seconds on the 15th. She talks to Harvey. So that was like 3 hours later at 3:02. But then, so she hangs up at 3:08. She calls him back at 3:31. They talk for 6 minutes, 8 seconds, and he hangs up. And then, let's see, they hung up at 3:38. She calls back at 6:30. They talk for 18 minutes. So between, I should have done a comparison between Charlie and Donna. Harvey was busy on the phone. So then we got Jackie on the 15th at 6:57. They talk for 20 minutes, 27 seconds. Jackie hangs up. And then Harvey, so she gets off with Jackie at 7:17. A few minutes later, she's calling Harvey at 7:21. They talk for almost 30 minutes. And then he hangs up. 8:15, or maybe he's hanging up because of the incident with Donna and Charlie on the phone. Like, make sure you hang up the phone because it's being recorded. That you have to hang it up to end the recording. Although, well, that was before she left Leon County where they were being accused of using Jackie's. I mean, they didn't say Jackie, but I don't think Josh would be with the foolishness Jackie's Apple Watch or her phone to have like unmonitored calls together. So Harvey. On the 15th, 9:27, they talk for 3 minutes. The next morning, they talk for 42 minutes. Harvey, good morning, Harvey. And then at 11:46, they talk for 6 minutes. 11:55, they talk for 7 minutes and some change. Still on the 16th at noon, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. 2:05, they talk for 12 more minutes. See, like, they're little lovebirds. What could they possibly have to talk about? Then we've got 25 minutes. Okay, this one is with Jackie. That makes more sense. 3 minutes with Harvey at 3:34. 52 minutes with Harvey at 6:34. So apparently they don't have that 30-minute restriction that we saw at Leon County for Miss Sarah Boone, but whatever. So they're not done, though. On the 16th, she calls him back at 7:31. They talk for 9 minutes. Then at 9:20, they talk for 2 minutes, 8 seconds. Then we get to the next day, 6:16 a.m. They talk for 35 minutes. And then at 10:30, they talk for 78 minutes. So an hour and something. Hour 18 minutes? Something like that. Or 8 minutes. My brain, it's late. 8:17, 13 minutes. Then 35 minutes into like at midnight. At noon. Oh, they're talking a lot in the morning. What was happening? Does something happen for 8:18? Because her trial, that's the Thursday before, right? Wasn't it? Or no, Friday was the 22nd. So yeah. 24 minutes on the 17th. Then 22 minutes also on the 17th at 6:34. This one was incomplete. Donna hung up before Harvey picked up. Also on the 17th at 7:40. 2 minutes, 8:37, 29 minutes. And then the next day in the morning, 9 minutes, 12 seconds with Harvey. Then we have a bunch of them where it says call party hang up, but it says the call was complete. So Maybe it went to voicemail. I'm not sure. One of them is Jackie. Or maybe they just talked for like a minute or 32 seconds. Because it does say call complete. Okay, 25 minutes with Harvey on the 18th. 1 minute. So 10:40 she calls him. They talk for 25 minutes. They get off at 11:06. She calls him right back at 11:07. Oh, Harvey, I forgot something. Oh my God, have you guys seen Judy and Ask? Oh God, what is her screen name? Ask Maya? No, it's the name of a song. Anyway, the Donnas on Judy on AA Legal Focus. Hilarious. Where it's always Harvey's calling during the middle of it. Okay, 11:07, 1 minute, 8 seconds, 11:10, 9 minutes, and then 11:25, 23 minutes. So something is happening on the 18th. 6:39, she talks for almost 50 minutes. 7:59, 17 minutes. Maybe this is, oh no, this is Jackie now. Okay. For the 17 minutes and the 7 minutes. I was like, what day did Charlie get in? Maybe Harvey's running messages back and forth. 9, Charlie. When did Charlie get in? Harvey's running messages between Charlie and Donna. So 12 minutes, 12 seconds. 9:16 to 9:28. She's talking to Harvey on the 18th. The 19th, they start at 6:35. Wait. It's saying PM though. Did she wait all day to call him? 39 minutes. Then we got 12 minutes on the 19th with Harvey. Jackie, she's got 8 seconds. And then she's got 4 minutes, 7 seconds with Jackie. Harvey doesn't answer here. Or no, Donna hung up, so it says incomplete. Then we've got Harvey, 7 minutes, 7 seconds. She wasted no time. Like, she did not miss a beat when she got back to Leon County in Colwyn. 47 minutes on the 20th. So that would have been that Wednesday before trial started. Then 9 minutes with Jackie at 8:46. 3 minutes with Harvey on the 20th. Now we're on the 21st, so that's a Thursday. 16 minutes, 9 seconds for Harvey, the 21st. 1 minute, 37 seconds. Then we've got 20 minutes, 48 seconds, and then 5 minutes and 16 seconds with Harvey at 9:09. They're probably saying they're sweet nothing. So her total debit charges for that time, those couple of days, $121.60, which is actually not bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to be paying it all the time, but we've seen Sarah's bills, and Donna likes to talk quite a bit. So what do you guys think? She seems like she's getting into the groove of being an inmate, though. I feel like she's more comfortable. Or it could be the people who transported her. Let me know your thoughts on that. Is it the transport company that makes her more comfortable? Or is it like I'm getting the hang of this? I will talk to you in the comments. Toodles! Thanks for watching.